mute,
Red,
please? Yes, to the ready.
on.
Okay, good evening. Borough of Ramsey, welcome to the Mayor and Council regular session for Wednesday, December 13th, 2023.
It says blue card.
This meeting is also being conducted
Mayor Dillon?
telephonically. The dial-in number is 425-436-6365, access code 213563. The meeting may also be reviewed on the Ramsey YouTube channel, which can be located through the Borough website. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Dillon,
Here.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Here.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Here.
Councilman Kilman,
Here.
Councilman Popolo,
Here.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Here.
Councilwoman Woods.
Here.
Thank you, Flag Salute. I'll ask Council President Gilman to lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No, it's you.
Oh, all
I'll
right.
do it if you want.
No, it's okay. I'll do it. All right. New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of all citizens to have advance notice of and to attend all meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting the public is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, notice of this meeting of the Mayor and Council was published in the Bergen Record and the Ridgewood News on Friday, January 13, 2023. Do we have approval of minutes?
Yes, Madam Mayor, this is Councilwoman Cusick, and I would like to approve the minutes as submitted from the meeting on November 27th, 2023.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any comments on the minutes or any changes? No? All right, thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
I'll have to say no, as I was not in attendance that evening.
okay, Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilman Popolo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes.
Thank you. Communications.
I would like to make a motion to accept the communications listed on tonight's agenda.
I second those, Madam Mayor.
Okay, any comments on the communication? Not hearing any. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick,
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Yes,
Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilman Popolo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll open it up to public comment. Anyone wishing to address the governing body, please give your name, spelling the last name and address. Please speak in an audible tone and address your comments to the chair. There will be a 5-minute time limit per speaker, unless reduced because of the volume of business on the agenda. Please note, public comment is your time. Out of respect and fairness to all, there will be no interruptions or questions answered during your time. No time shall be ceded to anyone else, and no time shall be saved for later use. Any responses may be given during the governing body's comments later in the meeting or as directed by the chair. The Borough Clerk is the official timekeeper.
Good evening, Chance Parker, PRKER, Ramsey, New Jersey. Very pleased to see several topics, issues on tonight's agenda. Starting off with the North Central soccer field. So certainly as a parent and as a coach, I have way too much anxiety unnecessarily from utilizing that facility. So definitely appreciate that. Questions as to just like the 39 parking spots, if that's like, you know, more to make that facility usable at a higher frequency. I assume that's gonna, well, you'd have to take down the large pine trees there, or maybe even encroach on some of the playing field. But again, universally, all for that. Hopefully, if there's a higher degree of maintenance to utilize that field. Obviously, we have constraints to field issues in town, so drainage, maintenance, things like that. It would all make sense if we're increasing impervious cover by that amount. 39 spots just seems like a lot, but if it's intended to utilize that facility more often, all for it. Also, just wanted to ask about the Darlington Avenue project. I guess that's somehow related to potentially, I don't know if it's water supply lines or stormwater or what. I'm not really sure, but I'm curious as to what the intent is to basically rebuild the sidewalk pedestrian pathway that runs out on Darlington Avenue. So that's an open topic, open question. Regarding the fire rescue OEM building, obviously, a critical life safety facility that is in dire need of upgrading. I'm interested to know if there's any, energy efficient programming in the design of this facility. As a critical life safety facility, it should also be a resilient building. So are we incorporating on-site renewable power generation, solar photovoltaic? Is there battery energy storage infrastructure being designed into this building? An efficient building, a high-performing efficient building is very cost-effective and typically a higher construction quality of building. So a building maintenance and operation can be 10 to 20 times the initial cost of building that building over the expected lifespan. So I think it's in the best interest of the borough to not only provide a high-performing, energy-efficient building, but also one that requires less maintenance and less operational cost into the future for future residents and board members. Very happy to see buying our first four EV chargers on the docket today, so that's very exciting. Curious if those are going to go out in the lot across the street or where those are going. It does beg the question, though, what is the borough's fleet electrification transition plan for our own vehicles? On tonight's agenda also is buying a couple $40,000, I assume they're ICE, internal combustion engine vehicles, for zoning or inspections, which I'm not really for. Ramsey being a fairly small borough, 5.5 square miles, right? There's plenty of use case, duty cycles, dwell time that would justify hybrid, certainly, even more so electric vehicles. So I cringe every time, I see a new Ramsey Police Department Durango getting 9 miles an hour, 9 miles a gallon around town, because there's much better options out there. And again, from a budgetary standpoint, financial responsibility, the maintenance and operation of ICE vehicles is certainly a lot more than hybrids or electric vehicles for that matter. So just wanted to cover a couple of those topics, and thank you very much for your time. Have a happy holidays.
Thank you, Mr. Parker. Anyone else? Okay, is there anyone on the line that would like to make public comment? First call for public comment on the line. Second call for public comment. Third and final call for public comment. Not hearing anybody, I will close it to public comment. I hereby make the following appointments: Michael Tosney, Ramsey Fire Department; Michael Canonico, Office of Emergency Management. I'd like to have a motion to go out of order for the administrator's report.
Yes, Madam Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to go out of order for the administrator's report this evening.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Borough Administrator.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'll do my report and then also follow up on a couple of the questions Mr. Falcone. We have some items on the agenda tonight for resolutions that I'd just like to go through and give a little background on. Resolution 225 is approving budget appropriation transfer number 2. This resolution reallocates funding between line items in the 2023 budget. This does not have any tax impact. It shifts funds from lines that are underspent to other lines where actual expenses exceed what was anticipated. We have some operating expenses in certain areas with increases above levels anticipated at the time of the budget adoption. And we're also reallocating some funds to purchase some needed equipment with 2023 unutilized funds. Therefore, we made offsetting adjustments to other discretionary line items to mitigate these increases and remain within that usual budget. Resolution 226 is the cancellation of unused improvement authorization balances for ordinances. Adoption of an ordinance is technically not the actual spending of money, it is authorization of funding for certain improvements as specified in that ordinance. The actual spending comes with the public bid and contract award process based on the amount of the project. Therefore, in many instances, the actual spending on a project is below the amount authorized under the original ordinance. This is what we have with ordinances with unused funding authorization. The improvements under these bond ordinances have been completed, debt repaid in full, so these balances may be canceled. These are ordinances 14, 2011, in an amount of $14,680.47. Ordinance 6 of 2012, in an amount of $866.30. Ordinance 10-2012, in an amount of $102.15. And Ordinance 4, 2013, in an amount of $73,688.46. Resolution 227 cancels unused improvement authorizations similar to the prior ordinance, but this is for the Board of Public Works. We are recommending canceling the balance of unexpended debt authorizations under bond ordinance 11, 2014 for the Board of Public Works in an amount of $4,020.81. Resolution 228 authorizes non-union salaries for 2024 at a 2% increase. All 6 of the union contracts have been settled. 5 of these contracts run through 2025, 1 of them through 2026. All of these collective bargaining union agreements have 2% annual increases exclusive of any employees on a step guide. This resolution approves that same 2% for the 6 full-time non-union employees that are not under individual contracts. Resolution 229 is the purchase of 2 DC fast charging electric charging stations and related equipment. The purchasing these 2 and related equipment from Rexel Energy Solutions under a Sourcewell cooperative purchasing contract in a total amount of $114,290. The borough had previously applied for and obtained a grant from New Jersey NJDEP for fast charging stations. That grant will fund this purchase as well as a portion of the related installation and electrical work needed, which will be separately bid from the equipment. These charging stations will be located in the parking lot in North Central across from Borough Hall. Resolution 230 is the purchase of 4 7.2 kW electric charging stations and the related equipment also from Rexel Energy Solutions under Sourcewell cooperative purchasing contract in the amount of $13,092. These are located adjacent to the fast charging stations that were just discussed in Resolution 229. Resolution 231 is the purchase of replacement vehicles for building and engineering zoning. It's the purchase of 2 Ford Explorers to be used by the building department and the engineering and zoning department. They replace 2 vehicles which have reached the end of their useful life and will be auctioned off. The building department vehicle will also be equipped to be utilized by OEM as needed. Both vehicles are being purchased from United Ford under a national cooperative purchasing program with the interlocal purchasing system. Each vehicle is $40,554.50. Resolution 232 is appointing Elaine O'Hagan as a full-time employee. Elaine is currently serving as the part-time senior coordinator, doing an excellent job. We've had an opening for a water clerk position that we envisioned would be part-time. We have received limited outside interest in the position, and Elaine approached us with interest in the position while maintaining her senior coordinator role. Going forward, she'll split her full-time work week between the 2 positions. We will have a base weekly set schedule for each position, but both Denise in finance and Roger for the seniors have discussed it will be flexible as each department time demands or special events that are on the calendar. They'll collectively work to adjust any daily changes to make sure we meet the needs of both departments. Resolution 235 on the agenda authorizes the borough to participate in the federal government 1033 program. This resolution allows us to do that for calendar 2024. The program enables the police department to acquire excess Department of Defense equipment at no charge. This is not related to simply military equipment. This includes office equipment, generators, medical first aid equipment, as well as other non-military items. In fact, as an example, we have obtained a number of portable generators, also solar lighting that's in the parking lot across the street. And all of these we can utilize for different medical issues or other activities as we see fit. North Central Field Parking Project. Before I address Mr. Parker's questions, let me just go through what was going to mention about the hearing in Mawa. As background, the borough's been working on a project to enhance safety for North Central Athletic Field. The project entails shifting the playing field back from North Central Ave and adding an adjacent parking lot to the field. It will greatly improve safety in the area, providing off-street parking for those utilizing the field. It will reduce the congestion of the street parking and those crossing the street to get to the field. The changes over the years to safety parameters around public water sources, as Ramsey has a water well adjacent to the field, and the changes in the property across the street with a new project by the property owner going in there, the parking will get even more difficult without this. Ramsey owns this property, however, it's located in Mawa, so we needed to appear in front of Mawa zoning board to obtain approval. The property is an industrial park zone with previous approval of the field in the early 1980s, but there was no parking contemplated at that time. Representatives for Ramsey made the application to Mawa. We had our public application hearing last Wednesday, December 6th. Bruce Whitaker was the attorney for the application for the borough. Tibor from Coughlin Associates was the engineer testifying. Steve Lyden of Burgess Associates as the planner, and I testified as well during the hearing. The application was very positively received by Mawa board and was unanimously approved. Prior approvals also needed to be obtained from the Highlands Commission, NJDEP, the Bergen County Planning Board, and the Bergen County Soil Conservation District, all of which have been completed. We look forward to the project moving forward. Ramsey had also successfully applied for and received the Bergen County Open Space Grant of $72,500 to be used as park equipment in the project. To address a couple of the questions, first off, the trees in the field will shift away from North Central, as I just mentioned a little bit. The parking lot will be between the street and North Central. Those large trees, the county has asked that those large trees come down based on the parking and line of sight. So those large trees will be removed. There will be, I think, 8 trees, if I'm not mistaken, going back in that area, but obviously not right in the line of sight. The other questions, trees, the pavement, the parking lot will be pervious pavement. The county is also going to be updating the culvert there at the same time, and all the stormwater will be tied into the new culvert and that from the county. Other questions on the Darlington project, that is an Orange and Rockland project. So they are running conduit from their substation in Mawa up underground. So they're taking the overhead line and putting it underground. So they're on our project. We have what their sidewalk restoration plan is for that area as well. Just as another note, we had approved earlier this year funding, we've gotten plans to replace some of the asphalt sidewalks on Darlington and a section of North Central that's asphalt. On Darlington, it would go from basically Elbert up to Dogwood. With our asphalt. And I think that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Vosay. Thank you, Councilman Coleman. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter. Okay, at this point, wait for Peter to sit down. I know. Okay, can I have a motion to please go back to regular agenda?
Yes, Madam Mayor, make a motion to go back into our regular agenda.
And I second?
Thank you, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Consent resolution.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Be it resolved that resolutions 221, 2023 through and including 235, 2023, having been considered by the governing body of the Borough of Ramsey, be and are hereby passed and approved. There are no special permits or block party requests this evening.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Yes, Madam Mayor, I second.
Thank you. Are there any comments on the consent resolutions in addition to Borough Administrator Rose's comments? Okay, not hearing any. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick?
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter?
Yes.
Councilman Kilman?
Yes.
Councilman Papalo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods?
Yes.
Thank you. Committee liaison reports. Finance Administration, Councilman Gutwetter.
Thank you again, Madam Mayor. I have a brief report for this evening. The library board met a couple nights ago. Some highlights from the meeting: the events held in November at the library, including decluttering in 30 minutes, Thanksgiving party for kids, Pokemon Club, baby story time, and Greatest Sitcoms virtual presentation. The HVAC renovation replacement project continues till about mid-February, so far with minimal disruption to operations. The staff has been planning for this for several months. The children's room renovation will be another project in the new year as the final proposals have been reviewed and more information to follow. And the budget process is ongoing and will be in place as the new year begins. For the pool commission, per Director Bach, the commission is eager to get back to work in January with the first meeting on January 17th. Upgrades for the 2024 season will feature installation of a new pool heater. For the rec commission, basketball and wrestling seasons are in process, and the new civic rec registration program is in place. That's all I have for this evening.
Thank you. Public Safety, Councilman Kilman.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First, I'd like to congratulate Michael Tosti on his appointment to the Ramsey Fire Department and Michael Conoco to his appointment to the Office of Emergency Management. Congratulations, and we thank you for your service. I don't have a VFW report, but moving right along, at our mayor and council meetings for the past several months, either Borough Administrator Mr. Vose or I will continue to provide regular updates on the new fire department, rescue squad, and OEM station house project that will replace the 70-year-old deteriorating structure on South Island Road. The current project schedule has both design and development construction documents drafted for a comprehensive review by January, at which time the current plan is to present these documents to the planning board in January 24. We have set up a page on the borough website for this project under Community, under that heading on the landing page, and it's featured in the left column sidebar. The folder is titled Fire, Rescue, and OEM Building Project, where anyone who is interested can find the plans and pertinent information as it becomes finalized. Or if you simply type in the word folders in the search bar, it will be listed. In the minutes from past mayor and council meetings, we have outlined what's included in the NETA's architect's contract of $1,152,000 over the 4 main phases of services, which will cover a timeline of approximately 2.5 years. NETA's contract fees also incorporate the costs of NETA's outside engineers and professionals working with them on the project. This combined approach with NETA Architects on this project will save the borough money and time and will provide greater project efficiency and coordination by having all these different disciplines working through NETA. Goal of this capital project is to build a first-rate emergency services complex that will serve Ramsey for many generations to come. And Madam Mayor, that's my report this evening.
Thank you. Building, Planning, and Zoning, Councilwoman Woods.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I would like to thank the Ramsey Volunteer Fire Department for putting on a wonderful Home for the Holidays parade this year. They really outdid themselves. Congratulations on the very successful and heartwarming evening. I would also like to thank the DPW and all the emergency services groups that participated and kept us safe that night. Congratulations also to K-9 Jack and Officer Hammersma on their graduation from their 14-week special training program. It was really a special night, and I really enjoyed getting to know K-9 Jack. He was cute. I would like to congratulate and thank Michael Tosny on his appointment to the Ramsey Volunteer Fire Department and Michael Canonico on his appointment to the Office of Emergency Management. I would also like to congratulate Elaine O'Hagan on her new position. She's been wonderful as a senior coordinator, and we're just really lucky to have her. Very happy. The Design Review Board meeting will be held on Tuesday, January 23rd, so see you next year. Senior Trustees Board will meet on Thursday, December 14th. Their holiday party on December 5th at the Ramsey Golf and Country Club was a huge success. And the Zoning Board of Adjustment will meet next week, December 20th. I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah, and I hope this new year brings many blessings. Thank you.
Thank you. Utilities, Buildings and Grounds, Councilwoman Cusick.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I want to also congratulate K-9 Jack and Officer Hammersra for their partnership and for K-9 Jack's graduation on the 7th of December. The ceremony was a joyful event. It was here, and there were lots of tail waggings and smiles. Congrats to our borough, too, for the heartwarming Home for the Holidays celebration on the 2nd of December. It was good stuff. Congrats to Elaine for her appointment, and also to Mike Canonico, OEM, and to Michael Tosney for his appointment to the Ramsey FD. And thank you also to the Ramsey seniors. It was a lovely holiday lunch. And I also want to say Happy Hanukkah. We're in Hanukkah right now, and it was an honor to attend the first ever Ramsey menorah lighting. It was very festive. My report tonight will provide a brief update on our Planning Board, Shade Tree Commission, and Board of Public Works. The Ramsey Planning Board met on December 5th. There were 2 public hearings during this meeting. 500 North Franklin LLC was approved, and the continuation of the Quality of Bergen LLC, which is on Route 17 South, was further continued to February 2024. The December 19th meeting's been canceled. For Shade Tree, it last met in November on the 16th, and the next meeting will be in December of 2024, as the December meeting's canceled. There's information on our borough's website regarding our Shade Tree. For our Board of Public Works, it last met on the 20th of November, and the next meeting is this Monday, the 18th. The lead service line replacement continues, and our BPW continues planning regarding the NJDEP's lead service line replacement legislation. This project requires that all lead service lines served by the water system be replaced by the year 2031. Our Ramsey leaf removal continues. It started in October, and it is running through December. Please help make this effort safe and efficient by following the rules posted on our borough's website. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Public and Governmental Relations, Councilwoman Poppy.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First off, I would like to congratulate Michael Tosney and Michael Canonico on their appointments as listed on the agenda. Home for the Holidays was a great success. The Chamber of Commerce had a heated tent. The food trucks were lined up, and it seemed like at least half the town came out, if not more. So it was very well attended and a lovely event. For my report tonight, I would just like to state that the Ramsey Municipal Alliance will be holding their next meeting on December 18th. That will be this Monday in Borough Chambers at 7:00 p.m. It's the last meeting of the year. And for new resident outreach, the next new resident mixer is Coffee with the Council. The Scouts will be providing a craft for children so that the adults can mingle, meet with the council, and enjoy coffee and bagels. And that will be January 21st from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at our beautiful community center. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Health, Education, and Social Services, Councilman Popolo.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Brief report tonight. Congratulations to Michael Tosney and Michael Canonico on their appointments. No update for Rife. The next Environmental Commission meeting will be in January of 2024, and the Board of Ed will meet next Tuesday on 12/19. That's all I have for tonight.
Well, thank you. Thanks, sir. Okay. Put that in my- Okay, for my report, I'd like to thank Michael Tosney for joining the Ramsey Fire Department and committing himself to those many, many hours of training up at the Law Enforcement and Safety Academy in Darlington. Thank you to Michael Canonico for joining OEM. Thanks to the Ramsey Fire Department and everyone who made Home for the Holidays such a wonderful event. It was very well attended. No doubt the weather helped, but it was really well attended. Thank you to Jen Sauer and everyone who put together the menorah lighting event at the Senior Community Center this evening. It was well-attended, and I also want to say thank you to Jen. I truly appreciate the honor of lighting the candles on the menorah that she gave me. That was very thoughtful of her, and I appreciate that. Regarding the building, the new emergency services building, the building will be energy efficient. There's been put into the design by Netta Architects. Now, there will not be any solar panels on the building's roof due to the, what's going to be used for the roofing materials. Those roofing materials are designed to last 50 to 60 years. And to put solar panels on that would negatively impact the integrity of the roof, as well as potentially void the warranty. The goal is to, in the future, try to get grant money to put solar panels on top of the covered parking that we intend to put in the back of the building on the property as part of Phase 2. So that's where we are with that. But it will be an energy-efficient building. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's any else. That's it. I just want to say happy and healthy holidays to everybody, and stay safe. Thank you. Borough Administrator, do you have anything to add?
Nothing further, thank you.
Thank you. Borough Attorney?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you. Borough Clerk?
Nothing, thank you.
Thank you. All right, we have no introduction of ordinances this evening, no unfinished business, no new business. For the motion to adjourn, I ask that the motion be to adjourn to the CNA Die meeting on Wednesday, January 3rd at 6:30 PM. May I please have that motion?
We have a motion to adjourn to the Synod meeting on Wednesday that will happen on that January 3rd at 6:30 PM.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, done.
7:41.
Good
Have a good
night.
one.
Take care.
Mayor, I didn't know that the menorah thing was
Over there?
actually happening.